It's been extremely pleasure of our organization to be here. You guys have seen all the logos. Most of the logos are from North America and Europe region. We're expanding in this region. We have started our product development journey 9 years back. You guys have heard Vasu talking about it. We have launched our product in the go-to-market phase early this year. We have acquired one customer, and like Samir said, that our customer brings customer. So we will really hear a customer's voice when we move forward from here. With that, I'm Dev. I'm heading product and engineering at RightData. Got a little more than 20 years of experience, all into data management, data journeys. I've been part of organizations like Informatica, Alation, IBM, Deutsche Bank. I've been on both the sides of the table, been a slave of the data and been the consumer of the data. So we will, once our session is over, we will have good talks to exchange thoughts and get to the bottom of, I know there are going to be questions like, since you have been at Informatica, Alation, and RightData, which one is a better tool? You know my answer, guys, don't ask me that question. So with that, let's move on to the product journey. So we have suite of products, and every product is a platform of its own self because it caters to multiple use cases, and it has a bouquet of different features, functionality, which is a product of its own self. When we talk about it, you'll get to know. Before getting to my first product, I want to tell you a small story. So I went to a grocery store, and I'm not going to tell the name of the grocery store because these guys will close the lights if I do that, right? So went there, they said, do you have a card? The points card, right? So I said, no. They created one for me. Next time I went, I still did not carry that card. They created another one. First time I told my name as Dev. Next time I told my name as D. Sharma. Third time I went, I still did not carry. And they asked me my name, I told my son's name. Now I have 3 cards, all of mine. All have a unique ID, but pointing to one person, that's me. Same email address, same phone number. I went to another store, I can tell the name, Stop Stop. There, they asked me, are you carrying your card? I said, no. They said, give me your phone number, and I'll add your points to your card. And the points got added to my card and continues to do so. What we are learning out of this is that continuously adding data is causing data issues. We're talking about data explosion. I mean, there are a lot of numbers that they talk about. I cannot even repeat those numbers, huge numbers of how data has been created. My son and my daughter keeps taking images and storing it at different cloud storages. I'm not sure how much data duplication we are creating. So with that is our first product, which is DataMarket, where the governance of data comes into the place where we are talking about data democratization under the wrapper of data governance to make sure that when you share your data, that is not something which you are uncomfortable of sharing it because you don't know whom it is going to. I'm the owner of the data. Who's going to be the custodian of the data? Does the custodian of the data has right to further give it to the downstream, and who is going to be further using it, and then I would lose access to the data that I created. So data democratization platform essentially solves that problem that you always know who's consuming your data, and the consumer who is going to access your data always follow the governance life cycle to even get the access to that. While I said it's a data market is a platform because it caters to data products, which you guys have been listening for last 2-3 years. It's a buzzword. They call it with different names. We call it cognitive data product because it is an intelligent data product. Vasu spoke about the power of AI, and we have a mission to live. We call it AI every day. So anything and everything which is repeatable, we automate it using the power of AI. Data product, number 1. Number 2 is data marketplace, where you can search, discover, find the data that you're interested in the form of a data product market. The next is data catalog. Everybody is aware of data catalog, metadata journey. Data virtualization and data federation. Now, when we are calling federated data governance, what does that really mean, right? 5 years back, everybody was talking about centralized data governance, and there were centralized data governance teams were established. Essentially, it impacted time to market, and then the new concept started evolving. That data governance is not one team's problem. It is everyone's problem or everyone's responsibility. So it is required for everyone to take care of their data, and everyone is responsible to maintain the data secrecy, at the same time data democracy. So that's that. Next product is something which we all know is our flagship product, is called DataTrust. DataTrust is, again, a platform on its own because it does not just create data quality, it brings data reconciliation, data validation, data ops, data test automation. Now, test automation is not a new term, but there are very few organizations who are heavily invested in testing data. Because if you look at Seleniums of the world, they will give you application testing, right? Test automation frameworks. If you look at LoadRunner, for that matter, they will give you a performance testing. But are we sure that even application is foolproof, the performance is foolproof, am I getting the right data? And we have been talking about garbage in, garbage out. I mean, everybody is being slave of this, everybody is following it. I don't want to, bore you on that topic. Last is our latest and yet in the making, RightData. RightSight product is for, I keep saying RightData. So RightSight product is our data observability tool. It caters to 3 different verticals of observability. Number 1, augmented data quality, which is enterprise-wide data quality. We'll take a dig deep into it. Next is metadata observability, which is focused on schema evolutions. And the last one is pipeline observability. Pipeline observability, you guys all know that anything and everything that we are moving from one place to another, what we want to observe is if the pipeline is failing. But I would say, no, pipeline is not failing, but still the data is not correct. That is where pipeline observability comes into play. True data observability solution. So let's look into DataMarket. DataMarket is call it an Amazon kind of an experience, a Flipkart kind of an experience. Same experience for data. It will allow you to search the data you are interested in the form of a data product, review it from its metadata perspective, look at the synthetic data, and if you like it, onboard it following the governance lifecycle. It comes with core capabilities. We'll talk about its capabilities. It caters to structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data products. Now, what does unstructured data products? I mean, you guys are using the data governance tools, data democratization tools maybe, but what we are finding ourselves in a special place is that we will do, using our power of AI, of course, we will be able to catalog your unstructured data into a data product by running data quality onto that product. Meaning, if you have a PDF, organic or inorganic, organic is a PDF which was PDF since inception. Inorganic is take an image and convert that into a PDF and store it. Both of them, we can scan, look into the data, and can run quality rules on top of it. That is unstructured. Structured and semi-structured has been there for quite a while, so it's a no-brainer. Data catalog, this is a product or this is a feature which has been used in, at least in India, so much that everybody in the data industry understands it. Same, we offer data quality, which is at the data source level, data lineage, catalog of catalog, but most importantly, we do automated data classification. We do automated business context generation. So anybody who's using data catalogs, they would know they cannot offer that data catalog to business because there is a group of stewards who are going to sit down and create the business descriptions, the business names of all the technical columns for 2 years, and then only it becomes an enterprise-wide data catalog. But at RightData, all of this has been done, taken care by the context of your domain, organization, and stuff like that. Next up is policy management. We have a tier-based policy management. You would have policy management at the organization level, you have policy management at the domain level, and you have policy management at the user level. So no matter where you want to apply the policy, you would have a placeholder to implement that policy, and that gets executed like on a hierarchy structure. I'm not going to have any product which does not have AI. The DataMarket is a heavy use of Gen AI, has a heavy use of agentic rule generation for data quality, and we use RAG for unstructured data processing. That has been a backbone of us when we are talking about time to market, when we're talking about speed, when we're talking about quality, and when we're talking about the depth of the quality. We can only achieve this when we have a robust AI framework. That is something that we have AI-enabled across the board. RBAC, many organizations are offering RBAC. We are proudly offering ABAC, PBAC on top of RBAC so that all dimensions of your access have been taken care. Now, we spoke about policy management that gets translated into PBAC here. And dynamic data masking is a must-have in a data product journey for a reason that we want to make data products which are reusable in nature. Why, if we are offering a data masking, and the data masking we offer at column level, we offer at row level, which is based on policies, based on auto classification, based on auto sensitivity identification. So there are multiple actors. Combination and permutation of all of them can cater to a large variety of users who can leverage themselves with the federated data governance use case. This is the one I'm going to skip. This is a no-brainer. We have SSO enabled, we have LDAP, and bring your Active Directory. When I say bring your, that reminds me that we have, in AI, we have gone a step ahead, and we come up with a model which is called bring your own LLM. So we do not enforce you for the factory-fitted LLM that we have, and then you fight a battle with your compliance or security organization, this LLM is approved or not. We will let you bring your own, which is approved by your security teams in your organization, and use that. Many of the organizations have charge code in different operation units, like multiple business units have their own charge code, and they will have their own spend mechanism. They can have their own LLM keys, and they can be configured. You can run them at your ease, and it will execute as is. Data quality, metadata observability, pipeline observabilities are the offering. We'll have a quick look at it. Augmented data quality. Now, why it is called augmented data quality? We have been doing data quality all this while, right? But why it is called augmented data quality? Because it takes one step ahead in the journey of identifying your quality scores. We are doing an enterprise-wide data quality. So a stakeholder comes, a CXO comes and says, okay, we are doing good here, we are doing not so good here, and otherwise. But how do I know at the organization level what is my quality score, right? That is enterprise data quality. Then next step is, okay, I know what it is, but how did you achieve that, right? Then we go into augmentation. Augmentation is more of scanning your data, scanning your documents, and then identifying the context out of it. Those context further converts into business rules and gets executed. Meaning, even writing the test cases or identifying what to write the test cases, that is being taken care of by this product. Metadata observability is something that most of you guys are already aware of. It is schema evolution. Any change that happened in the schema, the column got added, the column got removed, we take care of this. But what else we take care of is if the row is added, if the row is removed. So that takes us to a next level as well. Pipeline observability, which is something in the making. Is going to be available Q1 next year, or should I say in 2 months. It gives you a completeness review, understanding, or overview of your data pipeline. It gives you a freshness score so that you understand how fresh my pipelines are. It gives you an error detection, and what's not mentioned is that pipe is successful, but data is still not good. With that, we're going to jump into, this is reusable rule repository. We call it RRR, Oscar winning. So when you create a rule, you click on, oh, this is going faster than it should.